Kerri Kannan. I wanted to share with you something that I learned several years ago, and it's really the core, it defines the core of my work. I had been talking to a friend for probably about 6 years who had his first enlightenment experience when he was 12 years old. And for years we would chat every day for about 3 hours a day, sometimes more. And during that time, when we were so closely connected, I really got to understand what it meant to be true to myself. And a lot of times, through our conditioning and through our programming, we lose that. We don't know what it means to be true to ourselves or to be our own master. And for people in spiritual circles, we want to know what it is to be true to yourself, because that is enlightenment. To know what it is to be true to yourself. What is the self? Who am I? What am I? What is my purpose in this world? So after we had spoken for several years, we reached a point where he said, I can't bring you any further. You're going to have to find a teacher. And so I sort of passively was looking for a teacher. And I went to a well-known center, meditation center. And while I was there, I took a sort of a beginner's meditation course or whatever, just to go there. And while I was there, I was meditating, and I had never meditated to a wall before, in front of a wall. And I kept experiencing slight hallucinations. So when we had a break, I asked the gentleman who was in charge, when you start to hallucinate, do you just shift your eyes, or is that what you're supposed to do? And he went into this 10-minute dissertation about how he had gone into, 30 years ago, he had gone into some hallucination where he was at a truck stop and he was eating hamburgers and all this stuff about this big, huge hallucination he had. And I was like, what is going on here? Because I asked him a direct question and he couldn't give me a direct answer. So I was just like, I didn't get it. I didn't understand what was going on. So I kind of disregarded him. Then I went to a community, sort of a spiritual mystic community, and there was a guy who gave a talk there who called himself Maharishi. And in his talk he talked about brotherhood and unity and serving your brotherhood. And I asked him if I could talk to him after his talk. And so we sat down and we talked, and I said, okay, I get the unity thing. And I sort of get the brotherhood thing. But who are you serving if not yourself? And he said to me, yeah, that's, sometimes you have to teach to the illusion in order for people to get it. And that seemed so out of alignment, and like it completely lacked integrity to me. So I was really pissed that here are these people who are these supposed spiritual teachers who I felt like I had more spiritual wisdom than they did. And then it hit me that I was the master that I had always sought. Nobody had more information than I did. Everything that I knew, everything that I felt within me was my path to enlightenment. I didn't have to find a master. I didn't have to find a guru. I didn't have to find anybody who knew anything more than I did. And in that, both of those teachers were actually divinely sent to me, because each of them were showing me in their own way how I am the master that I have always sought. So when you're going out in your day, and if you're seeking enlightenment or self-realization, and things don't seem right to you, or if a teacher doesn't seem to have the right message, and you feel something inside that says this thing is not right, ask yourself, what is my truth? And you'll find that your truth is the path that you need to follow. That is the right path for you. And sure, sometimes we might flounder, we might fail, we might be uncertain. But keep in mind, your path is always the right path for you, and your wisdom and internal knowledge and your intuition is the thing that will guide you to your self-realization and enlightenment. Again, I'm Kerri Kannan, author of Uncovering the Divine Within. I hope you've enjoyed this, and if you'd like more, please visit my website, divinewithin.com. Take care.